welcome to PlayStation Access. My name is Nathan. I'm here with Holly.
Hello.
Holly, we're about to see a game that I played, but that you kind of found for us at PSX.
Yeah, so Lost Soul Aside is a game that I was kind of attracted to because it's part of the China Hero project, which is like a Sony-based project where they're helping to fund mainly startups in China,
Right.
Chinese game development to help bring to the West.
So like untapped, huge country, lots of technical resources, get their games over here so we can play them.
Yeah, basically. And this had a really big queue at PSX, which is why I was like, I would like to see this one, please.
And it looks really striking.
It looks incredible. What is really striking is that it's made by one person.
I mean, that's really hard to imagine, but having played the game, so and I will describe a little bit of how it played. You played it as well. This is my kind of this is me doing fighting business, and it is a bit kind of soulsy, but in terms of how you lock onto people and the way that there's like a kind of a block, and the kind of pacing of it is a bit quicker than that, though. I don't know what you felt.
I'd say far more Devil May Cry than Souls, personally. It's obviously got a difficulty aspect that I think that's what makes it Souls relatable.
And there's potions as well. You can see I've got 19 of them currently.
Yeah, so I would personally say this plays more like Devil May Cry.
But you can see you're kind of launching people for aerial combos, which we
Exactly.
weren't really good enough to pull off. It was it's so hard. There's a queue of people waiting to play behind us.
It really, really was. We felt quite guilty. But yeah, you can switch weapons mid-combat as well. You've got the sword, which is like your main one. You've got a heavy weapon, and then you've got the spear, which you've just got out, which is obviously very quick,
That
but
was
not as damage dealing.
Yeah, it was my favourite looking of them. And there's kind of so there was a block and sprint control, but there's also a kind of a ghost dodge where you kind of just move away from enemies, no matter kind of what the situation is. It's very quick to kind of break out of combos. And there's also power-ups, like special moves, which I didn't really get to grips with during my playthrough, which I accidentally do a couple of times, though, so enjoy that, everybody.
Yeah, so there is a special attack you can do, and I believe this is by holding triangle and circle at the same time. We'll do that. Now, if you look in the top left-hand corner, it's the lowest of the 3 bars. That's your special attack.
See,
so
I thought it was the middle one, that's where I was going wrong.
No, that is for your feint, I believe. So if that move will take that entire bar up. Now, this game was basically made because the guy saw a trailer for Final Fantasy 15 2 years ago and was like, I'm going to make a game that looks just as good. And I mean, he has. It's in Unreal 4.
Here we go. Special attack.
There you go. See, now your bar's gone.
Eat my special sort of flying metal filing dragon worm.
Now, the special attack, you regain that energy by successfully attacking monsters.
Okay.
So the idea is we're sort of showing off the combat. It's relatively small demo, but the idea is he does want to make an open world game.
Dude, just make this. What? Come on now. I mean, the idea that he would see that trailer and then say, I'm going to make my own game that looks like this, and then, I mean, do it. This looks really good.
Yeah, and there's a lot to it. Like, I'm sure what you guys are watching this now going, there's no music, and there wasn't any.
Yeah.
Because that needs somebody else. This man is not also going to add music.
A few of the things we've seen at PSX have been in a kind of an early state of development, including this.
Very.
I will put some music, though. Don't be confused. I will put some music underneath this. No, just because otherwise I don't think it shows the game in its best light. And even the sound effects in this are, obviously not final. Some of them are in and some of them aren't. This was kind of, I mean, you get bosses in other games that aren't the Souls games, but just in terms of the way that the people who were successful during the little demo that we saw on the show floor were...
they were all Souls players.
They were all Souls players, and they were taking it on in a Souls-like way. So you kind of learn the boss's attacks. I'm not a great Souls player, but I have played those games. So my strategy was, this is a big boss, I will go underneath him, because that serves you quite well.
Normally that does. Actually, you did much better than me, which is why this is your capture and not mine. I was dead by this point. I got to the boss, but I was dead.
The guy next to us managed to kill the boss. He got a special t-shirt.
I actually got you that special t-shirt. I asked for it, and I got.
Well, I don't deserve it, as the people watching our video are about to find out.
Anyone sees Nathan wearing a China Heroes product in a t-shirt, you can tell him that he didn't earn it at all.
Yeah, faker.
But basically, on the website, just in case anybody doesn't know, this says the war ended 10 years ago. Unknown monsters then appeared. Khazar accidentally got combined with an ancient race. Then they got on the journey to seek for the mysterious crystals with their own purposes. This is not just for saving the world, just for saving myself.
What?
That's the blurb about the game, basically, on the website.
It really reminds me of before localization became like super professional. Like you'd just be like, And it's at the heart of the Souls games because Miyazaki said that he read Lord of the Rings in English when he was
bless him.
younger, and he can, he has a bit of English, but he never understood whether the things were confusing because they were supposed to be a little bit abstract, or whether it's because some of the meaning was lost in translation. And he deliberately tried to make Souls like that. And like old school JRPGs used to be like that too. You'd be like, wow, is this really this kind of cool and obscure, or is it that it's just been translated slightly strangely? And I get that vibe from this.
Yeah, and I think they are using the Unreal 4 engine. I mean, there was some discussion about the assets he was using, because you can obviously purchase assets from the marketplace in the Unreal Engine.
Right.
But as one man, he's just like, what do I do? At this point, I was like
it.
patting Nathan on the shoulder, like, Nath, you did it! Like, oh my god,
monster.
I knew you were the right person to do this capture, Nath.
Like the end of Ghostbusters 2.
And then Nath looks at me and goes, no, I think it's a phase change.
Yeah. Oh no, he's getting back.
Oh, okay, now he's just stood up. Oh,
and once he stood up, he didn't waste much time.
Yeah, he was pretty mean actually at that point. So quick.
Yeah. I couldn't just go underneath him. Look, I shouldn't have been inside this bubble. It's a bad bubble.
This is when Nathan was like, I don't know what this bubble does. I've got a choice. I'm going to go inside it.
Yeah.
Wrong choice.
It was the wrong choice. But hey, so that was our look at Lost Soul Aside. Let us know in the comments what you think below. Thank you, Holly, for finding it. Give us a like if you enjoyed this video. Hey, we've got loads from PSX on the channel, so don't forget to check that out.